Good morning, guys. I am starting my day. I'm making coffee and then I'm gonna do my treatment and take a shower. It's kind of cold. It was kind of cold last night. It was like 56 with a wind chill of 52. And it's another gray, cloudy kind of day. I thought it was gonna be sunny today, but I guess not. I slept kind of fitfully last night because there was some stuff going on, but I slept in because of that. So, I was gonna take a shower last night, but I was like, I'm too cold, I don't want to take a shower, so I'm gonna do it this morning. But I despise tonight. Specifically 2 a.m. tonight. When it goes back to 1 a.m. tonight, I hate standard time. I hate the early darkness, because like now it gets dark about 6:40, which I know is not bad compared to a lot of people. But right now it gets dark about 6:40, so now it's gonna get dark about 5:40, and the early evenings just mess with my brain. By the time it's like 7:30, I'm already thinking it's like almost time for bed, and now that it'll be 6:30, I hate standard time. Now, when the Christmas stuff goes up soon, I won't hate it, because I like all the Christmas lights. When we hit December 21st, I'll hate it a little bit less, because then the days are going to start getting longer again. But until those two periods of time, I hate standard time. And I don't know if there's anybody out there that's like me, because everybody I always talk to is like, we get an extra hour of sleep, hip hip hooray. I'm like, I don't really care, I hate standard time, but it is what it is, and whether I like it or not, the time's flipping tonight. So, I am gonna do my treatment and get started on my day, but I just had to have that little bit of a rant because I do not appreciate the time change. Hey guys, so I just finished taking a shower. As you can tell by my beautiful hair. I am a little bit behind on my day because it is 12:30 and I'm about to take my meds, but the benefit of a day like today, where it's still in the 50s, is I get to wear long sleeves. I've actually put on this last night because I was also freezing then, but it's nice because it's rare in Florida. Yeah, so I was just playing a game for a while, and soon I'm going to take a short walk because my hair is more dry, and it is 58 degrees outside. I love it. I would like some sunshine too. It's kind of cloudy today, but anyway, and after that, gonna watch the Lightning game because the Lightning play early today. The game is at 2 instead of 7, so it's like early Lightning day. And yeah, just gonna enjoy that and hopefully not have a very depressing, crushing loss like last time where they lose in the last 40 seconds of the game. So, you know, I love my long hair, but there's a big downside to shower days, especially when it's cold outside. My whole back of my shirt and my hoodie is soaked, but there's no point in changing because it'll dry eventually and the other shirt would just get wet anyway. So I am going to take a little walk once my dad gets back from dropping my brother off at work, because I gotta enjoy the cooler weather even if I freeze, but it's not a very long walk. You know, by the end of the week, we're going to be back in the 80s, so enjoy it while it's here. I really wished I had some hot chocolate last night. We didn't have any, but I am noticing an interesting pattern, which is both good and bad. I'm on Lorena, otherwise known as Yaz in Europe, if anybody from Europe is watching this, and it's a birth control, but it's using it to treat PMDD, which is premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which I have a video on. If you want to know the whole, like, what that is, you could just type in PMDD and you'll find my video or others. But when I'm on, the first month was terrible because my body was adjusting to the hormones. The second month, which I'm just now finishing tonight, is great. It has been, since about 2.5 weeks, I have felt happy, stable, like myself, no anxiety, no dark thoughts, nothing. Just happy, stable, calm, and sometimes a little bit sad, you know, on like thinking about Panda or whatever, but on the whole, no crying, no panic attacks, no, just incredibleness of happiness. And there's 4 days, because it's a birth control, there's 4 days of placebo pills, of sugar pills, And that's just the time of the month where you have your monthly cycle. And the first like 2 days on the placebo pills was still fine. I still felt completely fine. Towards the morning of the third day, which was yesterday, because on Lorena there is 24 active pills and 4 sugar pills. And towards the third day, so yesterday morning, I noticed I started feeling a little bit meh. Just not bad per se, but just meh. And then as the day continued, it kind of just got a little bit worse. And as the evening progressed, there was multiple things going on, one of which was my sister in the ER, which thankfully she's okay now, but I had a panic attack. And the anxiety just came back full force, and it was kind of startling to me because it's been away for so long. And I just felt really sad, really anxious, really all the things I'm trying to not feel. And now thankfully I will admit that the like super bad depression thoughts, the suicidal thoughts, let me just be honest here, were not there. Those are still been gone for about 3 weeks, which I am so incredibly grateful. Like, I am back at the point where I like my life and I'd like to keep my life. And so I'm really glad that's gone. But I've noticed that when I'm on the placebo, because also just thinking back to last month, when I'm on the 4 days of placebo pills, my body, the PMDD, whatever, kind of just reverts back to not ideal. And so I'm hoping by Monday I'll feel better, because tonight I take another sugar pill, and then I start back on the active pills on Sunday night, because I take it at like 10 o'clock, 9:30. So I'm hoping by Monday morning I'll feel back to myself. And I'm on a PMDD forum on Reddit, and I kind of thought maybe I'm just crazy, I don't know. But I asked, I was like, do people feel, for those that are on birth control to treat this, do you feel different on the placebo days versus the active days? And a lot of people have said the same exact thing, that how I was feeling. So one thing I can discuss, I have my follow-up on December 8th with the OBGYN, because we were doing a 3-month trial of this, which during the active days, I love it. It is working so wonderfully, and I'm so thankful. And if it comes down to the point where I have to be miserable for 2 days out of the month, fine. But there is a possibility of also just skipping the placebo and going straight, like continuing straight through on the active pills. So I'm going to discuss if this happens during the next cycle as well of placebo. I'm going to discuss that on December 8th. But I mean, I gotta say that it is much better. It is much better than it was. It's much better than feeling miserable 2 weeks out of the month and getting suicidal and super depressed and just constantly feeling like that. Much light years better than that. Like I said, if it has to be 2 days out of the month, then fine. But ideally, I'd like to feel like myself all the time. It's life, and there's going to be times that bring you sadness and anxiety and whatever. That's going to happen. But with PMDD, it happens for no reason whatsoever. So, I mean, or it exaggerates what's already happening. Like me being anxious last night, just there's going to be some anxiety when you're worrying about a friend and a sister and health stuff, but it just went out of proportion. So that's kind of the thing. But I am making the most of today, even though I am dreading the time change, and making the most of the cooler weather, knowing that what I'm feeling is temporary and it's not a failure because I feel a little bit meh. I have to remind myself of that. We are humans, we have emotions. I have I don't want to say mental disorder, but I have a mental thing called PMDD that is a thing, and it's gonna happen, but it's better, and as long as you make the most of it, and that's what I'm doing. So I might upload this pretty early since I have so much footage, maybe during one of the intermissions of the hockey game. And yeah, I'm actually getting a little bit hot in this jacket in here, but I know if I step outside without a jacket on, I'm gonna freeze because I'm a Florida person and I am not acclimated to this weather. I love it, but I'm not acclimated to it. So it's kind of funny how like people in up north or whatever, and you hear Floridians talking about it's freezing, it's 55. Yeah, they're gonna laugh at us, but I live in Florida and that's a thing. So plus our winters are always like super humid, so it's like a wet cold. It's different. It's kind of like how a dry heat's different than a humid heat. Well, a dry cold is different than a humid cold. So anyway, but that's just my thoughts, just something I noticed and something I have to remind myself of, that it's not, we're human and it happens, and I'm still thankful that it's not nearly as bad as it was like a month ago. And just keep going, keep doing what I'm doing, and hopefully by Monday when I'm on the active pills again, it'll be better. I also wanted to show you guys, I got the border of this Tangled puzzle together last night and I'm doomed. It took me 30 or 40, maybe even close to an hour to get this done. It is a 500 piece puzzle, but the colors are just so similar. I'm doomed. I have to finish this in less than a week. I have 6 days to finish this. So there's that. But we can do it. We can do it. I separated out the purple. Like I put some purple in here, some purple in there, and then all the other stuff over there. But I keep it covered with a blanket so the cats don't mess with it. But anyway, that's that was like almost an hour's worth of work right there. I was getting a little bit angry at it. I don't know why my camera keeps zooming in itself. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up my vlog here. I'll probably upload it during the hockey game, but you know what? I'm hoping my dad will be off of work the day after Thanksgiving, because the Kraken are coming to Emily, and I want to see the Kraken just because they're the new team. You know, I actually have a list on my phone of the hockey teams that I've seen. You know, obviously the Lightning, I don't have them on there, because every single game I've gone to, the Lightning are there because I'm a Lightning fan. But let me find it. Here we go. So the other teams besides the Tampa Bay Lightning I've seen in person that were playing the Lightning is the Florida Panthers, the Ottawa Senators, which who they're actually playing today, the Boston Bruins, the Carolina Hurricanes, the LA Kings, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I want to add to that. My goal is to see every single team in the league, and I want to add to that, and I want to see the Kraken. So the Kraken are coming on the 26th, but other teams, you know, I just want to see any team besides the ones I've already seen, and slowly add to the list of NHL teams I've seen in person. But I'm going to wrap up my vlog here and take a walk soon on this cloudy, cold day, and dread the time change tonight. It is what it is. So anyway, it's not that bad. It's just a couple of days of like, ugh, it's dark at 5:40, but then you kind of get used to it. So anyway, with that, thank you guys so much for coming along on my day today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.